Good morning, students. Welcome to Social Studies class. And today we are going to study about the manufacturing industries. This is the sixth chapter of geography, manufacturing industries. So before going to know about this chapter in detail, let me explain you what the meaning of manufacturing. See, anything which we convert into finished product, any raw material, when we convert it into a finished product or a complete product which is used by a consumer or consumed by a consumer, such type of industries comes under manufacturing industries. The industries which uses raw material for their processing, for manufacturing, such industries are known as manufacturing industries. Okay, like you can take cotton, the raw material is raw cotton. Cotton textile, raw material is cotton. Jute textile, raw material is jute. Iron and steel industry, the raw material is iron ore. Okay, so the meaning of manufacturing industry is that any industry which uses any raw material for the processing or making any product is known as manufacturing industries. Now, importance of manufacturing industry. What is the importance of manufacturing industry? You know, manufacturing industry provides large number of employment. First of all, okay, they add to the GDP of the economy. Okay, second thing, when more number of people are employed in manufacturing industry, their per capita income increases, and if the per capita income of the people increases, definitely or finally the national income of the country increases, standard of living of the people increases, and we can see the country moves towards the development. Okay, next, another important factor about manufacturing industry is that if any country is able to convert its raw material into finished products, then that country's GDP will be growing very fast. It need not depend on other country to purchase the manufactured product. It will produce by itself by using the raw material available in its country. So it leads to the development of economy, development of the nation. You know, this all comes in the contribution of manufacturing industries towards a nation or economy. Next, now when we talk about manufacturing industries, one doubt arises in our mind that where to establish this industry, what are the place, which are the places where we can establish manufacturing industries. Now if you see in the map of India, if you see the industries, manufacturing industries are located as per the availability of raw material or as per the locality or need of that particular region or state. Okay, for example, if you take in our country, most of the woolen textile industries are located in the north and northwestern part of India. If you take iron and steel industries, mostly they are located in Chota Nagpur region. Chota Nagpur region consists of the states of Odisha, Chhattisgarh, some parts of Jharkhand and Bengal. All this region together known as Chotapur Plateau, because this region is very rich in the minerals, especially iron and ore and coal. Okay, next, like that only if you see cotton textile industries. Many cotton textile industries are located or confined in the states of Maharashtra and Gujarat because of availability of raw material. So when a person or one has to establish a industry, they have to see the location, they have to find certain factors, they have to go through certain factors which are necessary for establishment of any industry. First and the foremost factor which we have to take into consideration while establishing an industry is raw material. Now, raw material must be available within the radius of maximum 3 to 500, not more than that. If it is beyond that, then the transportation charges will increases. If it is more near, then it is more benefit. How much near to the raw material area your industry, that much beneficial to you. Okay, first of all is raw material. Second one is infrastructures. Infrastructures includes very good network of roadways, railways, airways. If possible, waterways means adds extra benefit to that. Okay, so if all these networks, especially roadways, must be very well connected to the national highways and state highways. Next one is supply of electricity. It is very necessary to run the industry. Okay, power supply is very much necessary. Next, capital investment. You need to invest capital. So your industry must be nearby any towns and city, so that there may be banking facility from where you can take loan, or you can take loan from anywhere. But suppose your employees are working, okay, you need to open account for them. So if their bank is 200-300 kilometers far from the place of the industry, then it is a problematic for the employees to go to the bank or to withdraw the money, to deposit money, and or for any economic transaction they may face problems. So it should be a nearby town and city. The another factor, if there is a nearby town and city, is that you may get skilled and unskilled both labors, which are very much beneficial for running of the industry. Next important factor is that supply of both, I don't know, skilled and unskilled labor and raw material. Next, water. Finally, supply of water. See, there are very few industries which does not require water, but 90 to 95% of industries require water for their various processing. Okay, for example, if you take paper industry, sugar industry, cotton textile, chemicals, various industries, iron and steel, these all require a lot of water, okay, for various processing things. Okay, so availability of underground water or nearby water resource must be there, so that you need not depend on water, you need not depend on transport to carry water from the far up places, so that you can avoid the transportation charges. And if water is available in nearby areas, it is a plus point for the your successful of the industry. So these are the various factors which are must be taken into consideration when we are going to start any industry or establish any industry. Next, classification of industries. We might have seen in your daily life that you use various products. You may be using wearing various clothes, you may be using various cosmetics, you may be using various things in your daily life. Okay, do you think from which sector, what type of industries are they manufactured? Okay, so based on the raw materials, first the industries are classified into agro-based industries and mineral-based industries. Now, agro-based industries, the industries which totally depend on agriculture for their raw material. Okay, the industries which totally depend on agriculture for their raw material, such industries comes under agro-based industries. And in our country, the leading agro-based industries are textile industries. In the textile industries, we have cotton textile, we have jute, then we have sugar industries, we have edible oils, etc. These are the various leading agro-based industries. Okay, next, after this we have mineral-based industries, the industries which depend upon minerals as a raw material. Such industries comes under mineral-based industries. And you may be knowing very well such examples like iron and steel industry. They require iron ore, okay, aluminium, bauxite is the ore. Okay, so like this, various industries are there which depend on minerals for their raw material. So such industries comes under mineral-based industries. Next, the third one is the that is as per the role played by the industries. As per role, we have two type of industries. One is basic key industry. Now, what is basic key industry? Basic key industries are those industries which are like providing all the basic things for everything, for construction of industry, for construction of a house, any construction thing. Okay, for any industries, if you want to establish any industry, if you require those basic things. Now, what are those basic things? That is iron and steel, cement, bricks, So all this comes under basic key industry. If you want to establish any industry, you require bricks, cement, iron and steel or not. If you want to construct a house, you require all these. So these industries comes under basic key industries. Next one we have consumer industry. Those industries which produces the things which are directly or indirectly consumed by the people like us. All those things comes under consumer industries. All the cosmetics which we use, okay, all the edible things which we use, okay. So all this comes under consumer industries. Next, on the basis of the capital. When we see the industries on the basis of the capital, we have totally three type of industries. Okay, in that the first and the foremost industry is small scale industry. Small scale industry. Now, how to categorize all these three? How to know which is a small scale, which is a medium scale, and which is a large scale? So it is based on the capital investment. Just now the topic itself says these industries are classified on the based on capital. Suppose you say small scale industries. In these small scale industries, the capital investment is from 1 rupee to 1 lakh. Minimum 1 rupee, maximum 1 lakh. Now, what are the products which we can make in the small scale industry? It includes small products which can be done by even a family member or a few group of people. Okay, and here capital investment is less, the output is less, profit is also less. The examples are making baskets, making agarbatti, okay, making candle or making baskets, making mats, all comes under the small scale industries. Okay, next one is medium scale industries. Medium scale industries are those industries whose capital investment is minimum 1 lakh and maximum 1 crore. Okay, minimum 1 lakh and maximum 1 crore. Most of the plastic goods industry comes under medium scale, like manufacturing of plastic chairs, plastic tables, plastic tanks and all, plastic toys, plastic things, mostly drums and all. So all those comes under medium scale industries. Okay, or you can take light goods, or you can take electronic light goods. Okay, those all comes under medium scale industries. Now, when we come about the large scale industries, the capital investment in large scale industries minimum 1 crore and maximum no limit. There is no limit for the maximum because you can expand your business as per your capital. So there is no maximum limit. And the best example of large scale industries are Reliance, Tata, Aditya Birla Group of Industries, Mahindra, okay, Ashok Leyland. So all these companies comes under large scale industries. Okay. Now, apart from that, we have based on the ownership. Based on ownership, we have again three type of industries. The first and the foremost is public sector. Public sector industries are those industries which are owned and governed by totally government. Okay, totally government is the owner of the public sector, and the main motto of the public sector is to provide employment and welfare activities. The best example of public sector industries are MTNL, BSNL, okay, SAIL, Steel Authority of India Limited, okay, you can take Indian Railways, okay. These all comes under public sector. Okay. Next, coming about the private sector. Private sector industries are those industries which are owned by a individual, or group of individuals, maybe a single person or group of individuals coming together, okay, having shareholders and making or establishing an industry. The private industries are best example of the private industries are, you can take Reliance, okay, Mukesh Ambani. Next, you can take Tata, you can take Mahindra, Adani Group of Industries. These all comes under private sectors, private industries. Okay. Now, third one is joint sectors. Joint sector is nothing but, okay, where both public and private sector together comes and start any industry. But here the maximum share will be under the control of the government, that is public. Okay, the best example is, you can say, UPSRTC, Uttar Pradesh Road Transport Corporation. In Uttar Pradesh Road Transport Corporation, we find two type of buses. One bus which is totally managed, controlled and run by the government. You may see the red color and white color buses. Okay, those buses are totally controlled, managed and run by the government. Another bus you may be seeing running on the road, blue and white color. Those buses are on contract basis. Okay, the bus is on contract basis. Okay, the driver sometime maybe the government or maybe the private, but conductor is always the government employee. So our economy is a mixed economy. Indian economy is a mixed economy. So we have full scope of running the joint sectors. Okay, so students, these are the various classification of industries. Okay, one more industry is there, that is heavy goods industries, and another one is light good industry. Now heavy good industries are those industries which uses bulky amount of goods. For example, iron and steel industry, they comes under heavy good industry because they produces on iron and steel on a large scale, and the raw material which they use also very bulky and huge. Next one is light good industry. Light good industries are those industries which deal with mostly electric and electronic goods. Okay, so these are the industries classified based on the use of raw material. Okay, so today we studied about the classification of industries. The first one was agro based industries, mineral based industries, industries as per the role played by them, on the basis of capital investment, on the basis of ownership, and on the basis of raw material used. Okay, so students, I hope so you have understood this topic. Tomorrow we will continue. Thank you. Take care.